Hello, this is the video on special right triangles. So the first special right triangle is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And this is a right triangle. It has 90 degrees, 45 degrees, 45 degrees. Now the legs would be, this would be equal to x, this would be equal to x, and this would be equal to x times the square root of 2. So that's the 45, 45, 90 triangle. There's also the 30, 60, 90 triangle, which is another right triangle. We have 90 degrees. Here we have 30 degrees and 60 degrees. The hypotenuse, this is the shorter leg, which is equal to x. The hypotenuse is equal to 2 times the shorter leg. And the longer leg, which is this leg, is equal to the shorter leg times the square root of 3. And so the way I like to remember which leg is which is, this is obviously the hypotenuse. So it's 2 times the length of the shorter leg. And this is the longer leg. So the shorter leg is 60 and 90, so there's less of a difference. So I like to think of that as like shorter leg. While this has like more of a difference, like 90 and 30 has more of a difference. So I like to think of that as being the longer leg. So um for we have an example with a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So it's 45, 45, 90. And we have the hypotenuse equal 12. And we want to find the length of the shorter legs for x. So in order to solve this, we would know that 12 equals x squared root 2. And so in order to solve this, you would need to divide by the square root of 2. So x would equal 12 divided by the square root of 2, but we can't have a square root in the denominator, so we would have to rationalize. And we would have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the square root of 2. We would have a 12 times square root of 2. And when we do root 2 times root 2, that just equals 2. So we just have 2, and if we simplify 12 divided by 2 is 6 root 2. And that is our final answer. For an example with the 30, 60, 90 triangle, we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. And we have this longer leg with a 10. So this is the longer leg. This is the shorter leg. And this is the hypotenuse. Again, the hypotenuse is just opposite the right angle, the longer leg, is the one between 90 and 30. The shorter leg is the one with 90 and 60. So we know that 10 equals x times square root of 3. So in order to find x, we would need to divide by the square root of 3. So x would equal 10 over square root of 3. But we can't have a square root in the denominator, so we need to rationalize. So we just multiply the numerator and the denominator by the square root of 3, which is what is in the denominator. Okay. So this is square root of 3. So this would equal 10 times square root of 3. Again, root of 3 times root of 3 just equals 3. And so this would be x. So this would be x. Right. Okay. So now we need to find the hypotenuse, which is equal to 2 times x. So 2 times 3 over 3. We just do 2 times 10, which is 20. 3 over 3, and that is equal to the hypotenuse. And this is obviously the short leg. And that is how you solve special right triangles.